Yo, what's going on everyone? It's your best bud, Review Bud. Today we're taking a proper look at Britz by Bank of England. It's a 27% THC UK medical flower with a terpene profile that's actually quite interesting. So today we're not just going to cover flavor and the effects, we're going to break it down properly. The full terpene profile, what those terpenes actually do, and how different vape temperatures completely change the experience. So if you're a UK patient trying to dial in your dosing properly, this one's going to be for you. So let's get into the strain overview. Like I said, this is Bank of England's Britz, commonly labelled as T27 as it tests around 27% THC. The dominant terpenes here are going to be limonene, linalool, caryophyllene, and there's other supporting minor terpenes like farnesene. So the total terpene content sits around 3%, which is solid for UK medical. So let's break down those terpenes and what they actually mean. So limonene is going to be your citrus flavor terpene. It's usually associated with mood elevation, stress relief, and a clearer head. This is your bright top note. Then we have linalool, which is floral, lavender type terpene, linked with calming, anti-anxiety, and slightly sedating effects. So this is what smooths things out. Then we have caryophyllene, known for the peppery, slightly gassy taste. This one interacts with CB2 receptors, so it's often associated with body relaxation and anti-inflammatory potential. So straight away on paper, Britz looks like a balanced hybrid. You're going to have uplift plus calm. So let's break down what happens at the different temperatures. So at around 165 degrees Celsius, or the low temperature, you're going to get a very citrus forward flavor, zesty, slight sweetness, with a clean vapor and light density. The effects are going to be clear head, noticeable mood lift, and no body heaviness yet. So this is where limonene really shines, very functional and has a great daytime range. At 175, flavor deepens, citrus still there, but I'm starting to get more floral notes now, slight pepper coming through on the exhale. The effects are more rounded, still mentally clear, but noticeably calmer. Body starting to soften slightly. This is probably the sweet spot for most patients. At 185, the flavor shifts. You're going to get less bright citrus, more herbal and slightly spicy flavors, and the vapor is going to be thicker. Effects are going to be a body relaxation, is going to be much more noticeable. Your head is going to feel heavier, but you're still not going to get the couch lock. But it is definitely more evening friendly than a morning or daytime strain. But linalool becomes more apparent at this range. So at 195 or above, this is the heavy extraction zone. The flavor drops off quite a bit. You're going to get a more roasted and herbal tones. The effects are going to be a stronger body weight, more sedative leaning, appetite stimulation, and definitely end of day territory. If you're using for pain or sleep, this is the temperature that you're going to want to be using it at. So the overall effect profile at lower temperatures is going to be bright, uplifting, and a stress relief. Mid-range is going to provide a balanced hybrid feel. It's going to be mood lift but calm. And then at higher temperatures, you're going to get heavy body relaxation, mild sedation, and less flavor, more medicinal depth. So this flower is quite temperature sensitive. You can genuinely tune the experience to what suits you. So medical UK case thoughts. So for UK patients, I personally categorize this as daytime capable at lower temperatures, good for stress and anxiety modulation, evening friendly at higher temperatures, and a moderate body relief without extreme couch lock. It's not overwhelmingly sedating unless you push the heat. And I think due to the lack of myrcene that you find in most strains, it's not going to give you that knockout, sleepy feeling. So let's move on to the scoring. Now for aroma and taste, straight out of the pack it is quite muted, but you know, once you put it in a jar for a few days, you can get those terps to come out. Taste wise, you know, when you crack open the buds, you do get that citrusy flavor that the Z terp does come through a little. So I've given this an 8 overall for the aroma and taste. Now for the effects, I've given this a 7. It is quite versatile, and you can tune it to how you want. I just think, for me personally, it didn't just hit the spot as much as I wanted it to. So for value, this is £8.50 a gram. And at that price, you know, I expect something a bit more special. So I've given this a 6 for value. I do find this is a bit more expensive than what it's worth, with an overall score of 7. So overall, it's a balanced hybrid that responds well. It responds well to controlled vaporization, and yeah, you can tune it, the temperatures to what suits you. So if this helped you understand how temperature affects your medication, drop a like. It genuinely does help the channel. If you want more UK medical breakdowns, terpene science, temperature testing, and real patient reviews, subscribe. And as always, stay medicated and stay informed.